Hello everybody, it is the Wonderful Waffle, and we are playing FTL Part 2. Now, the audio screwed up, somehow, and this is a post-recording audio thing. So, I am not actually playing the game right now. I played it about 45 minutes ago. So, yeah. Now, as we just start out here, we're just going over our ship, because it's been a couple days since I played. We need to get that glaive beam going. That's like our main objective currently. So, that is what we are going to be going for today. We can't afford anything in this store. Even if we could, we wouldn't want to, because, again, we're saving up to get that glaive beam. And that's what we're totally focusing on now, nothing else, currently. So, yep, that is what we are doing. We just got the Artemis and the burst laser here so far, so we soon should just be jumping ahead. As soon as I finish obsessing over how much money we need. We need a lot. That's the point. Come on. Move it along. There we go. Okay, so we're just gonna jump down to that distress. Sector 2. So there are some opposition and some space pirates. So let's see, what should we go for first? They have 2 missile launchers and a one-shot laser. The laser shouldn't be a problem, but the missiles could be a problem. So first and foremost, we definitely want to take out those weapons with our rocket, and the burst laser will just go for the shields. They got both missiles off. And this is going to be some serious pain for us. So they took out our oxygen. And they set 2 fires in the room right before my cockpit. So we're definitely going to have to get some airlock stuff going on with that. That's going to be a problem. And I guess we just have the shield guy going over and fixing the oxygen. So our weapons are still charging up, and both their missiles are knocked out. So basically it's just that one-shot laser, which can't really do anything to us since we have 2 shields. So we'll just burst laser their oxygen, get them into a panic, so they won't be fixing up their stuff as fast. And we'll just charge up the burst laser again. And we'll just finish them off with a shot right to the engines. Boom. They are deaded. So, we beat those guys. So we'll head down there, and then we'll loop back over to the distress. Nothing there, so back over to the distress. And into an asteroid field. So, we have a Zoltan security ship and a Mantis pirate in an asteroid field. They tell us not to interfere. If they said that they'll let us live if we don't interfere. So we can either save the Mantises, save the Zoltans, or just don't interfere at all. And for this one, I'm just not going to interfere. I don't want to have to deal with the Zoltans getting mad at me because I interfered, so I'm just going to get out of here. But I'm getting pelted by asteroids. And a couple of them are going to hit me and actually do some hull damage. So, we need to get out of here pretty quickly, I would say. Took out our oxygen too. Crazy asteroids always going for the oxygen. So we'll jump out of here. Hopefully there won't be a battle here. Because if there is, we're pretty screwed since our weapons and shield guys are on the oxygen. But luckily there isn't. It's just some Zoltans taking read-ins on our crew. Get some free scrap. And we are just on our way. So as we just fix the oxygen. Oh, I'm yawning. As we just fix the oxygen real quick, we will wait to jump, which we will now do. So, we're trying to get to the exit, so we're going to go down and loop around. So we'll just go up, and then we'll just, like, go down, loop around, and go up to the exit. So we meet a Zotan. Their crazy green shield of awesomeness, and I hate it. Wish we could unlock that. That would be really helpful. Maybe if you unlock the Zoltan ship, you might get that. I don't know. I've only ever unlocked 3 of the ships. Those are pretty much the basic 3. So, take out their oxygen and their weapons, since we're gonna have to get through that big shield anyway. Luckily, which we have just done. But they're using ions on our shields, which is not something that we want. But luckily, we took out both their weapons plus their oxygen. So we're just gonna burst laser their engines, which will take them down to 1 health. We'll charge up the burst lasers once again. And these guys will not be a problem anymore. Boom. They are dead. Dead, I say, dead. Ugh. They are dead. Another battle, but this time it's with an unmanned rebel cruiser, robot, droid, I don't know, drone, I guess. That'd probably be the word. So let's quick take out their weapons with some shots from our Artemis, then their engines with some shots from our burst laser. Finish their engines off, and now they only have 1 health, so they are doomed. A final shot from the burst laser will seal their fate. So we're just gonna go around, loop around, go down, loop around, and then we'll go out. So we go into this asteroid field where there's a Zoltan, which is just great. Since, you know, our ship works great with asteroid fields. So we're just gonna exchange some fire, but they breach a small systemless room, which is a pathway to the engines. But luckily that isn't really a big problem for us, since it's not in a systems or nor a critical area, so we'll just leave that be, and we will fix that after we've dealt with these Zoltan fools. Charging up the burst laser. And we'll just take him out real quick with 1 final shot. Okay, we've taken him out. Well, taken him out. And we need to fix that breach, but first things first. We have to get out of this asteroid field, or we're gonna die. And another battle with another unmanned drone. We still don't have time to fix our breach. So we have to deal with this now. We took out our engines, so now we have no evade chance, but luckily we've already taken out their engines and their weapons, and soon their cockpit will be down along with the rest of their ship. We take them out, and we finally have enough to get that glaive beam. So we'll power off the burst lasers and power on the glaive beam. And that thing just looks awesome. So we'll switch that around and make that our first priority. And now we just have the burst laser sitting there unpowered, not really doing much. Okay, so now we need to fix our ship. Send him to repair the engines, and we'll send those guys to go fix that breach. They're probably gonna have to get healed up after this. I mean, that glaive beam is just awesome. Glaive beam of awesomeness. Now, yes, they all need some healing, so we'll just all send them to the med bay. Maybe a smart thing to do would maybe power the med bay. Might be a good idea. Just an opinion. That might help if you wouldn't actually heal anybody. So, I'm already fully healed, and so are my comrades. So now we'll just send them back to their positions. Janet in the weapons, Phil in the shields, and me, as always, the pilot in the cockpit. Now we're approaching the end of this system. Finding some free stuff floating through space. I would go down to the bottom one, but I'm pretty sure we wouldn't be able to make it into the exit in time. And we don't want to deal with any of those rebels. So we'll just defend this outpost. And they just got a beam weapon and a one shield laser, so we really have nothing to fear from these guys. We'll just wait for our weapons to charge up and take them out. Take out their shields, then the glaive beam just wreak havoc. That is how big the glaive beam is. I thought it would be a little bigger, but the damage that it deals has no comparison. If we get it there, we almost get 4 rooms, and think we get about 4 rooms there, but really we only needed 1 room to take them out. Plus we even get a halberd beam. Hit my mic. We even get a halberd beam after that, but that is nothing compared to our glaive beam, so we will just sell that once we get to a store. We're building up a nice collection of scrap again. So the next thing that we'll be going for... Well, actually, I'm not sure what the next thing we'll be going for is. I have to think about that. We'll head to the next sector, which will be the NG-controlled sector. And our path will be the civilian, then hostile, then nebula, then civilian, then the end, which is basically the bottom path. So that is the one that I'm pointing out now. That's the path we'll be following. So we will head there. And this marks the end of FTL Part 2 with me, the Wonderful Waffle. So, we are in Sector 3. We will continue going through Sector 3 in the next episode. And I must say that I am the Wonderful Waffle. Goodbye.